All right, we're live on the Put It in the Book show here on YouTube.
Sorry, I was dispelling all of the cheap. Dispelling all of the cheap. I don't want to spend Wilpon curses that we have onto all of you, so you will all now be broke. Well, you might be rich but broke. And Wilpons will spend.
Don't hurt our fans fan.
Well, you know, it's like the Wilpons.
Karachi's mother. All right.
I'm currently sharing the live link out on Facebook. We're still just on the preview. The preview that you
got to see our rain dance of dispelling.
You're not going to get that on Spreaker.
That right there. Nope. All of everything I just did empowered Wagon It to go ahead and spend. We will win. We will win, folks. We will be champions. Your New York Mets will be the 2019 world champions of the world. Imagine that. To be world champions of the world.
Remember that.
Yeah.
Are we going to remember that?
No.
What am I remembering? I forgot.
Wakata.
Not doing it.
What a loser.
Unless it means that we don't get Bryce Harper. Then I'll do it.
I can't say that.
I can't believe him.
How would you not want Bryce Harper? All right. Go live on Spreaker because we're about to get into a fight.
We're going to fight.
I almost threw the drink at him 2 seconds ago.
Well,
What's up with that?
I'm glad we got this on video because I feel like I'm feeling a little attacked right now.
You are being attacked.
And this is
pretty
live.
Soon.
It's 8 o'clock on Wednesday night, November 28th, 2018. It's happening right now. So if anything happens to me...
Nothing's admissible. Nothing.
Listen, I took a workplace harassment, and this is reverse harassment. I took a test today at my place of employment.
And he's pregnant.
I had it set up to do it. Are you?
Am I what?
Huh?
I forgot. What was I saying?
I had it set up to do it.
Yeah, I said that. Oh, that's me. Hold on.
Easy, Tiger. Oh, Tiger. YouTube. Right. We're going over to Spreaker, so all of this nonsense is going to stop. We're going to get serious in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
No,
he's running the
Get serious.
Get us on the air quick.
All right.
We only have a few minutes with him.
We're going to go live on the Spreaker now. YouTube, I'm not sure if you're going to hear the music, but
you'll hear whatever we want you to hear.
Exactly. And here we go.
You get to see my dance on YouTube.
Moving pretty good. You're moving pretty good. Keep going. Burn it out of your system.
I feel like I'm being watched.
Oh, all right. You're not being watched. I promise.
All right, everybody. Welcome to the Put It in the Books show here on the Cinesports Talk Radio Network, as well as the 27-ounce baseball radio.
Network.
Is it baseball radio network? I just added to the show, didn't I? To the network.
I think it is 27 ounce with the number 27, not spelled 27. 27 ounce baseball.
But I thought I said show radio.
Maybe you did.
All right.
But by the time they get to 27 outs and baseball, it'll pop up anyway. Yeah, that's true. Actually, let me reverse that. Anyway, I'm pulling my normal getting away from the topic.
No pun intended, guys. All right. Where was I? We are live. If you're listening to us on Spreaker right now on Cinesports Talk, we're live. If you're listening to us on the 27-ounce baseball show, you are listening to us on a
delayed
broadcast. Delayed broadcast. This show is filmed in front of a live studio audience. So a few places that you can go for us. Cinesportstalk.com is the Facebook fan page. Cinesports Talk is a Facebook group. We talk about a lot of stuff there. Put It in the Books group. That is on Facebook as well. At Cinesports Talk on Instagram, Twitter, YouTube, which we're also live on, as well as Snapchat. You can also find 27 Outs on
27
Twitter.
Outs.
You can find
Twitter.
27 Outs on
Facebook.
Facebook, and get all
page.
your updates on all our live shows from the 27 Out Baseballs Network
Baseballs.
show.
Yeah, no.
They're never going to get it right.
The 27 Outs.
No, that's right.
The 27 Outs guys are loading up. Not only do you have
27 Ounce Baseball Show.
I'm going to say this show first, although it is not the flagship, but put it in the books.
On the
is
books.
our Mets podcast. A Cardinals podcast is coming. Where Frank is making an attempt now to get a Dodgers thing going. And of course, you have the flagship of 27 Ounce Baseball, and that is being Frank.
Oh, sorry.
Frank. I'm very happy that you decided to keep that name. I love it.
That actually is really cool.
That was
But I like what you're doing, and you're incorporating the Conti's Corner as a segment on the show.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah.
Pretty cool.
He did a good job there. Also,
I shared his. Well, I did on my personal page. I should put it in the books page, but I'll do that. I'll put it in the books page to share Frank's show. That's up on the 27 Outs Baseball show.
Absolutely. Being Frank. Too sexy name.
it is. No.
Just being Frank.
All right. So, what are we going to be talking about today? We got a little rundown.
Right.
We have a new bench coach. His name is Jimmy Riggs.
Conspiracy theory, dare I say?
Oh, Lord. Jim Riggleman is our new bench coach. We'll talk about that. Hotstove is heating up early with teams like the Phillies and the Mets kind of in the mix on a lot of different players. Bullpen, guys with long hair, all that stuff. The Noah trade talks, which is Steve's getting a little nervous. I'm not. Listen, this is you're changing the sign on me.
Just giving you the signs. Give him the acknowledgement. There you go. Rookies.
Gonna flow with it.
Rookies.
Now, for those of you on Spreaker, Keith just gave me some third base signs and let me know what the play is going to be.
We thought he was having a seizure,
Yeah.
but obviously he was trying to sign something to us.
I wasn't sure, but I'm gonna say that the Noah trade talks are concerning me. And they're concerning my mom too. You see, she responded to one of the posts that LaDonna very graciously added to the Put in the Books group on Facebook. LaDonna.
She is awesome. Actually, she's been putting a lot of good stories on her page. But yes, I did
Excuse
see
me, I
that.
was talking about
We
my mother.
appreciate that. Thank you.
I was talking about my mom.
Oh,
Well,
okay.
Your mom is awesome.
We just went off the side
True.
for a second. A little bit of praise.
I just thought that was like, a known fact. Nobody knows LaDonna yet. So I just kind of went in a direction. So relax yourself. Take a breath. Fuakata, goose faba.
Fuakata.
There we go. He said it.
I know, but I wasn't going to do the whole. whatever you
Yeah.
guys do.
So I won't.
Rodriguez wants to do it.
Fuakata.
Come on, man. I love it.
I think that
So weird.
Syndergaard
No, we're not talking about it yet.
Talks.
This is just the
No,
rundown.
are angering
Rundown,
me
rundown.
too. Yes, I agree.
All right, the winter
Don't get me
meetings.
started.
The winter
I told-
meetings get started in December, on December 9th.
Acme Consulting.
And had it not been for them moving the winter meetings from Orlando to Vegas, we might be heading there right now.
That's very true.
See what's going on.
Right there,
But
baby.
instead, we got to take a flight out to Vegas. It's just not gonna happen. Not gonna happen anytime.
No. Unless there's anybody out there that's listening right now that wants to fund our trip,
Oh.
we'll go anyway.
6 free tickets.
Just for one week.
What we'll do is I'll put it now, and I think you guys would agree. If
Yeah,
not,
1
voice it
week since
quickly.
you looked at me.
We will guarantee we will mention your name
Yeah, that's for sure.
every show for the next year.
That's a hell of a sponsor.
That's huge, huge.
It's huge.
Huge.
All right, so that's going to be starting up on December 9th. And then, so we also have something we're going to talk about. Would you rather trade for guys, free agent guys, what, both or none of the above? Just
Rumors.
And then,
So what I think about that is
are the Mets, are the New York Metropolitans
Metropolitanos.
aggressively going after Robbie Cano, don't you know?
Are they?
I don't know, but we'll find out in just a bit.
We'll know.
That's a tease. And we have Keith. Why don't you talk about the segment that you're going to be leading up a little bit later?
I have a little conspiracy theory. It's a hot stove conspiracy theory, and it's surrounding certain moves that are being talked about, certain players that are in Rumorville, and certain thoughts that my
Rumorville, USA.
brain generated.
Your thoughts.
My thoughts.
Sounds like a plan.
So that's what we'll do. And that's
By the way, I have a general idea of all that, and I was going to take notes for that segment, but I'm doing it all from the cuff. All for you.
all off the cuff.
I have like a foundation of what I'm talking about, and I'm just going to build it from there.
Well, that's what we like to hear. That's exactly how I want this thing to go here. All right.
Here we go.
So let's mix it up a little bit, because the first thing that I want to talk about is Robinson Cano. So Robinson Cano is not a guy that we thought that would be available in the offseason. The Mariners are selling off pretty aggressively, trying to save money, stock up on picks. And
They're
so,
rebuilding.
Yeah. So Robinson Cano, very, very, very good baseball player. Above average defender, defense at second base. And has also been suspended for 80 games due to PEDs. So he's 36 years old.
It's a cokehead.
He's set to make right now in his contract with Seattle, set to make about $24 million a season
24.
for the next 5 years.
5 years till 2023, I think.
Yes.
To the age of 41.
So
Baseball playing age 41.
Now-
Because off season he's 40.
when I heard about that, I was very concerned about, number one, the money getting spent on somebody that's 36 years old, and I was concerned about what we were going to be giving up. But then I heard the name
What happened then?
Jamin D. Bruce, and I was like, do it! I want him gone!
That's what he was leading up to. You
So
see
let's-
this?
let's-
How vindictive
Want
he
him
is?
out of here!
Let's talk about that, right? And I can understand your foolish thoughts. But
Fool, you're a fool. Fool.
here's the deal, right? So you're looking at J. Monday Bruce.
Let's do it. Let's do it.
You're looking at his contract is for 2 years, and he's bound to come back. He's
How much?
not-
He's
I'm-
13 million a year. Wait a second.
Is it my
I'm just
soft voice that's making
trying
you?
to soothe some things around here.
I'm soothing you.
Okay, yes, please do.
Please do.
Okay, so
Bruce's contract is for only 2 years, 14 million a year, and chances are
2 years,
he's
20
not.
doing?
Chances are he's not going to play at the low level he's played at.
What are you doing?
I'm romancing you. So,
Oh boy.
but regardless, we're only tied
Do it,
in for
do
2
it.
years at 14 million.
Give him
So now
sexy.
you're going to take a 36-year-old Robinson Cano, and you're going to bring him onto the team for 5 years, and you'll be committed if they pay 10 million per year for
Back your
14 million
eyebrows.
per year,
Back your
the same
eyelashes.
price as Bruce, except for 5 years. So now, not only do you have a player who can potentially be at the level of Jay Bruce, has been a proven cheater, but now you're locked into him until he's 41 years old. So he's only going to get worse every year. And he's been so consistently healthy and everything else. But now that he's off steroids and busted, his health is going to
Let it go.
his health is
He's
going to
making-
decline.
Oh, he's giving me the F, and I was gonna.
Wait,
I
what
was-
It was from him.
Go
He
to
can't
fed
help
that to
say
me. He
You're
fed that to
making
me.
such perfect sense.
he is. No, he is.
That's why I
The-
said let him go until
So-
he
And then when he's done, I'll tell him why he's wrong.
wrong.
Let me
He's
hear,
not.
Let me hear more foolishness.
No,
Say
finish
something.
your.
He made his point, dude. He's on.
No,
Okay.
I told you to straight up.
So here's my thought on it is that you get Bruce the hell out of here. Bye bye.
to
Jamie.
get locked into the same amount of money for 3 extra
Hold on.
years beyond that.
Wait, did I not let you speak?
let him talk.
You
yeah.
did, but
Let's
it's just
see.
angering me. I don't like this. I get really
Uh-oh.
angry. I get worked up.
There we go.
But I will shut my mic off.
So you're
nobody hears
saying
me
to
rant.
me with the players that have been talked about this in this deal, I'm gonna get a perennial all-star in Robinson Cano, and I'm gonna get a kid who had 57 saves. Give up Jay Bruce, who is clogging stuff up for somebody who will give me better numbers in Cano, not increase the payroll over the next 2 years, which will enable us to spend more money this year and next year.
That's provided Seattle picks up $10 million.
Yes, that's it.
Okay, that's
Yeah,
something in the, that has to be in the
that's
deal.
what we talked about. So they kick in the $10 million. I'm doing that
for the length of the contract.
Yes,
they're going to kick in $10 million a year.
Yep.
So it's only going to cost us $14 million for Cano, as opposed to the 13 for Bruce for the next 2 years. Now Cano, provided that he's still the same player. I know he's 36, but he can play first base till he's 40 easily.
I'm gonna start bringing a pad
First
and
base.
a pencil in, so I can be like Francesa and just start coloring things in when I'm aggravated with you guys.
He said he can play first base.
Yeah. What position is he playing again? Frank mentioned something about Mets in first base, and he goes, "I know this frustrates some of you." And I was like, "I wonder if he's thinking of me when he says."
So but actually, he'd be a perfect fit at first base. In all honesty, in all seriousness aside, with Alonso for the next couple of years, because Cano's gonna still have to relax.
There's a problem with that. I believe in Alonso because I believe
in Alonso too.
The children are the future. Let them lead and let them show the way. Let them take the team to that another level. Let Alonso play first base.
Because of the beautiful rendition right there, we're going to get a copyright notice from YouTube.
Again, and we'll be banished to
if they tie my voice to Whitney Houston, God help all of those YouTube people that felt that there was some kind of comparison between me and Whitney Houston. So pretty much.
I think you're a better person.
I think so too. I think that let me not go there.
Tim says R.I.P. Whitney Houston.
Yeah, because I was gonna go like with the whole deep voice and high pitch thing, but
no. Tim also says if you're talking Cano for Bruce straight up, do it, but beware of the lack of DH in the National League. Cano could become a liability in the field. Mm-hmm. Right. At second base, he's definitely above average fielder right now. He'll lose a step or two in the next few years.
He will the next few years,
but.
Then he goes to first base, and he's actually a pretty good fielder.
Let me play devil's advocate to my own self.
Okay.
To my own self.
I think you do that on the regular.
I do, because I constantly outwardly contradict
everything you say.
Because if you don't...
I feel like you're the Stugatz of the show.
If you don't argue something, you're never going to find the truth behind it.
But are you arguing with yourself?
So listen, if we can somehow... get Edwin Diaz. If we can somehow, on top of that, get them to take Bruce's whole contract,
they will.
In addition, if we can go ahead and get them to pay a huge, in addition, we send Bruce, like I said, and a prospect, Dominic Smith, one of our pitchers. I get it's going to be a little bit of a cost because this guy Edwin Diaz is the real deal. He's young, he can pitch, and he's proven. So it's not like we're dealing with some 34-year-old prospect or 30 who was good for 10 years before, but now he's going to be 35 on the Mets.
Okay, so everything we said. Okay, so go ahead.
Right, but we haven't mentioned Edwin Diaz as a part of that. We did a straight up talk, right?
No. So I said if you get the closer.
Okay, so Jay Bruce.
I just couldn't remember his name.
A top pitching prospect.
Not a pitching prospect. We're supposed to give them either Andres Jimenez or
I didn't see any names talked. Okay.
Yeah, they talked about Jimenez.
All right, take Jimenez.
Dominic and Jimenez and Bruce.
I would send Dominic, Jimenez, and Bruce in a minute for Cano and Diaz. We need huge bullpen help. My point is, does a trade... What?
Let it go.
Okay.
What?
Keep going. No. I keep going.
I did say that you're agreeing
with you.
I'm not like, but then you jumped down my throat before about.
I'm playing devil's advocate.
I don't want you to do that.
Isn't he the one that told me not to ever agree
playing
with him?
Devil's advocate is the same as
going and
straddling the fence. You're like.
A few minutes ago, you were really upset with him.
Yeah, you were upset
playing
with
the devil's advocate means I'm jumping on whatever side of the scale has a little more weight on it to keep bringing the balance of the argument into play. So what I'm telling you is, before I was completely contradicting you. But now what I'm doing is I'm enhancing what you said and I'm making it better.
So what do you believe? What do you believe in?
Well, that's not the point. We're not here to tell you what I believe. We're here to have a radio show where I can create arguments and conversation.
But you argue in one.
Which side are you arguing? We don't know.
Same segment.
Oh, you're just asking me straight up what I believe. I can tell you exactly. But that's not here we create scenarios and we just throw it out there for argument. I'm putting things on the table.
Did
Let's
OJ do it?
Okay. But wait.
So I'm throwing arguments on the table. Let's discuss it, right? So on one hand, we have Cano and we get Ed. On one hand, we get Cano. No, out of here. Who wants him? Overpriced. It's not worth it.
I don't know. He's not overpriced. I don't think. I think they're
at $24 million a year. He's overpriced.
I'm sorry. I'm going
you're
to the 14 million.
You're taking away that money. Okay.
So
at 14, he's not. If he's still the same
14,
player though, because he's coming off of steroids.
Yeah.
So basically, what the
Mariners
would be saying
when he came back from the steroids last year, he did pretty well.
310 home runs.
The Mariners basically would be saying in that
he still
instance,
had a little bit of juice left.
If it was for Bruce and Cano straight up, they would be telling us they're paying for half because there was $120 million left on Cano's contract.
Yep.
They'd be paying for half, right? So you have $28 million owed to Bruce. They would absorb all of that and then pay us $10 million towards Cano's salary for the next 5 years, which is 50 years, which is $78 million. So it's a little more than half they'd be paying for his contract. So yes, obviously we're getting Cano at an extreme discount if you look at it in those terms, and it is worth it. But it's not exactly worth having a player still that in 4 years you're only going to view it as I'm paying a 40-year-old guy $14 million a year, unless you pull in somebody like an Edwin Diaz, because when Cano is 40 and you have the strong bullpen and the team that's winning, Cano is not your backup bench guy.
There's also an outfielder I think that they might throw in. If we
I
go
that
with
too.
three
I
guys,
didn't catch his name.
I forgot the name of the outfielder.
I could look it up in a minute, but I think truthfully, if we win, key to winning right now is
getting that
bullpen.
closer. Getting that closer is the key to winning that deal.
If we pull this guy in and we pull in another bat, which we'll talk about my conspiracy theory later, we can go ahead and win. And when you're winning, nobody gives a crap what you're paying a 40-year-old guy. Nobody cares. You're in the playoffs the last 4 years. Oh, they're paying Cano $14 million. Nobody's going to say that.
Well, we're paying Bartolo $11 million in the World Series,
right?
And he was 40
something. But we're only listen. He's a bit of an anomaly.
He played well though.
He wants to come back.
He's different.
Not to the Mets. I'm just saying he wants to come back.
I would like to see us get Evaldi, but that's a whole other subject. But
see, that's a guy that I want too.
Left
Evaldi.
field.
I would take Evaldi as the closer for our team.
See what you did?
Because you said I would like to see.
He throws 100, man.
No, yeah.
You see that
but
curveball in the
it's not left
playoffs?
field. You said I would like to see this guy back. Big Poppy. Big sexy. Big Poppy. Wow.
You've jumped from Cano to
Bartolo.
Did he not just say I would like to see Bartolo back? So we jumped to the pitching staff.
I didn't
and I'm
say
saying
that.
In place of that, I would like to see Evaldi. You did. You would say I'd love to see him back. Let's go to the videotape. Oh, he's dead.
He said he said he wants to come back, not to the Mets. He just wants to come back and play.
Oh, and play. Oh, I thought he meant the Mets. Okay, so there you go. Rodriguez is our mediator here. I thought you were saying he wants to come back to the Mets.
I feel like you're trying to say something to me.
I'm trying to say I'm angry with you.
Is that Keith from I'm Sorry?
What? I didn't say I'm sorry. Should I say? Oh, actually, you're right.
I'm sorry.
Ladies and gentlemen, my name is Keith Farris, and I would like to take this moment to apologize to Stephen Ferrace. I said something that was completely wrong, and I took it off base. This is my public apology. Now screw him.
Thank you very much for apologizing for picking Gary Carter over Mike Piazza.
That's not what I apologize for. I apologize for misunderstanding. You're saying that Bartolo wants to come back to the Mets. So, yeah, I would like to see Evaldi, but we can jump into that later. But honestly, if we get Cano and we start winning because we have that closer and we picked up another bat here or there and we don't have this weird streak that we had where we didn't win for like 37 days, we can become some sort of team that is competitive every year. And people will stop paying attention that you have a 40-year-old bench player making $14 million a year. All we'll say is, haha, we got over on that one because we got Edwin Diaz winning 50 saves every the last 55 years. And then this guy on the bench who comes out, pinch hits, and hits clutch home runs. I mean, at that point.
He's seen the future.
But, right, that's my hopeful Met future, right? But then there's the other side of the argument. which I can throw on a table too. But that's how I look at that. But that's also pending a lot of moves. We need other players, which we will get into my conspiracy theory later, to add to that. Because Van Wagenen's thing was, we're going to win now, we're going to win later, we're just going to win. So, getting Cano and Diaz is kind of part of that, right? Because you look at that, both sides of the spectrum. Diaz is now, Cano is now, Diaz is now, and later watermelon flavor. Right?
Yeah, no, I agree with you.
We're just waiting for you to be done.
Oh, I can shut my mic off and let you guys run the show.
So
I'm good.
So if the Mets trade Bruce and a guy
And the guy.
for Cano,
And the
Hey,
pitcher.
guy.
a closer, and another guy, if the Mets include another guy, for Cano, they get the $10 million paid. Do you want to do that trade?
Yeah.
You said with Diaz, right? Yeah,
Yeah.
absolutely,
Yes.
without a doubt.
With
yeah.
the guy I said.
I
The
don't
Guy is
want
Diaz.
Hey.
First guy's Diaz.
no more
The second
240
guy,
hitters.
the third guy is.
No more
I
240
got a
hitters.
guy who
And
knows a guy.
I feel like Cano is
Cano still has 2 or 3 years left.
he's a professional hitter that knows how to play the game real well
And can play in New York.
and can play in New York.
It's also important.
And he's been healthy, right? We
That
don't
is
know
a very good point.
how much put into that being healthy.
Because he's a roid head.
Right. But like I said, by that time we'll have some rookies come up, or we'll replace him at second base with somebody young who we don't have to pay for several years, and he'll be
It
40,
gives the
41.
infield more versatility.
And think about it, you have a veteran in Cano who's won championships, been to the playoffs, been in first place, knows how to win, won another championship with the Mets at 40 years old, and now he's come off the bench.
What year are we in?
At 40 years old.
Right now, what year are we in?
Right now we're in 2018, but
If you're saying 40, we're in 2022.
2022.
right, and if Cano's 40, it's 2022. By then we'll
Okay.
have won at least
And
2.
we haven't aged a bit.
No, that's good.
Great.
That's from that TV show.
What
the,
show?
The Manifest on NBC. So I watched the first 2 episodes, and I just haven't had time to. I want to go watch some more.
Is it good?
It's good. It's about a plane that takes off. I'm sure you've seen the commercial. I might trigger something in your memory here.
Oh, yeah. The plane that takes off, they all come back
Yeah,
and they haven't aged.
they haven't aged. Everything is advanced 5 years. You just completed that scenario for us.
That's pretty darn cool.
Yeah, did you write that show?
I did actually.
What are you doing here?
Because
Failures. What
well,
he's doing.
you have 2 things, right? You have your passion and you have what pays the bills. So this is my
They're
passion.
so touchy. They're so touchy sometimes.
This is my passion
Odd.
that pays the bills.
Pretty
So,
odd.
All right, let's do
Pays the bills in your heart.
let's do this. We have a sound clip that we're gonna play
Aw.
Mi corazón.
that I'm gonna
Mi
talk to you
corazón.
about
Fuagata.
after this. But for those of you that do not know, we are now brought to you by Brooklyn Water Coffee. Phenomenal coffee. We
Yeah.
have
Seriously,
they
good
have
coffee.
a ton of different flavors.
I heard Frank talking about Winter Wonderland.
Winter
flavor today.
Wonderland.
I want to try that, man.
I do. Is it too pepperminty though?
It's probably more cinnamony, I would
Then
imagine.
no, that's Halloween. That's fall stuff.
No, cinnamon is
Yeah,
Christmas too. No,
It's a little bit- it's a little bit of both.
peppermint
hot
is like
chocolate
more.
with cinnamon on top.
Might be both.
marshmallows.
It might be pepperminty.
I'm not a big cinnamon
cinnamony.
guy. Forget it. I hate going to Publix and I get
coconut.
the
But if you go to the Brooklyn Water Brewers,
Give him the
Brooklyn
paper. Give him
Water
the paper.
Coffee Roasters.com.
you
Keith.
will see.
Okay.
Keith is going to talk to you more about this right now
I don't have the script, but I can go ahead and I can. Yes, we have a script, ladies and gentlemen.
in 3D. Wait,
Wow.
that's backwards.
Special
This is 3D.
effects.
Wow.
Wow.
There you go.
So,
Don't- You can put on your glasses.
so-
if you need.
no, I don't need glasses to read this close. Only if it was out here.
Oh.
So we have. Okay, so there's a couple of different flavors I want to discuss with you guys. There's Drunken Pig, which is Drunken Pig, and don't worry, there's no animals that were harmed in the making of this. And it's also a non-alcoholic treat. It is amazing. We also have what I hold dear to my heart, and I call my friend Rodriguez Jacked Up Cupcake. And if you want to get the rest of that joke, go ahead on YouTube and check us out. Jacked Up Cupcake. It's a high energy coffee, and actually, it's a very delicious vanilla flavor.
Very good.
It's a cupcake type of vanilla flavor, and it has 50% more caffeine than your average cup. And it's also a no calorie treat.
How many percent? 50?
50% more. So
Wow.
not only will it give you a little kick in the butt in the morning and get you going, there are no calories in drinking this. No
None.
guilt, unless you add
That's
and
amazing.
make it a milkshake coffee like some of you do. There's also what's hands down the most popular coffee. It's called the medium roast. It's a blend of African, South American coffees. The blend is fully bodied and complex coffee that offers sweet citrus note and a lingering bright finish.
He's in radio voice now. Good.
Then we have dark roast chocolate. This is a guilt-free, no calories, but full of rich chocolate flavor coffee brought to you only by Brooklyn Water Coffee Roasters. When you order your coffee at Brooklyn Water, I always do it every week. BrooklynWaterCoffeeRoasters.com. It is guaranteed to be shipped within 24 hours of the roast date. So when you order it, they'll roast it to order and then ship it to you within 24 hours. Absorb all the smell in every part of my body.
Coffee. And do the sexy talk.
I do.
Also,
And absorb all the smell in every part of my body.
Thought you were gonna say anything.
What
Wait,
you think I forgot?
Yeah, he's got to know because
We forgot about
Farachi.
we have everything to do with it.
listen. So Rodriguez and I are on a softball team outside of the Put in the Books radio show, and so I think we joked around and said that I was 18, and it just I didn't do it. I
forgot.
Hold on, I wasn't in baseball, but I said now that you experienced what it is to be play the child. Bye, Keith.
Careful.
Not on this.
Into the bathroom when I played that video.
Oh, you can definitely do it. I'm not gonna play on that. From
You're starting the interview. Let's keep it even keel. Then I'll be happy to tell you my opinion.
just like All right. Well, Steve Summers kind of guy who did not
Unprofessional.
this, that Rob Manfred did and Lebatard down.
That was rough one.
It was awkward.
Jeter, but
Yeah.
ignoring.
After got traded after this, he's got to be uh, more Rob Manfred. He's commissioner. Yes, he's got this guy, but you're a writer for something that gets published. Have some honest, have some honest, you know. Now, now, to sure this guy is not a millennial.
He only if on if not one of the only maybe another person who is the ground. On if not the other the ground. See where
Max Scherzer is not a bad vote.
Max. Okay, so so getting into that, not a bad vote, but uh, uh, this guy would have been better said to Steve Summers attack.
Like if I said if I said if I said to you, no, you're doing it. You being a thick queens
Head to him. He and pretense before anything even happened. Just had that with him or chuckle. I think opinion he should have rebutted him. Say, hey, listen, not the same my opinion or like movie. Know that Steve Summers and went over you're a freaking jerk for voting for anybody but the ground and be defensive, you know. So if Steve, you know, hey, how you doing? How's everything? How's the weather out there? You know, how's the kids' wife doing well? You talk. You
Today's world, where people could actually
Billy,
where people could think of your end.
that's the whole yeah, because that's the whole the subject I'm thinking. Do I even want to breach that because oversensitive?
What I'm saying.
You know, is today. I think in the old school days, we insulted the crap out of his mother, and we the fist fought over it, or we went home and cried. We didn't talk
Brothers were
about
off
it.
the table in my neighborhood. We
Mother
just,
was kind
we
of
just talked.
no, mother's is automatic.
You're
Because you want to
violent.
fight.
You're violent, man. And the
You want to fight somebody about the mother, and sometimes you did it on purpose.
you're violent,
Because you want to fight.
you're violent, man.
I am not. Just fact.
It is fact. To you know, if you've listened to those that we've done, that wow, we gotta do something big for so
Yeah.
what do you the walking dead is with what I told I mean I told you for 3 weeks in a row league to um,
For young ears.
so we every
For that reason, I would just go. Mhm. Go for that reason, I would just go. Like I can't. It's their French rapporteurs.
so now the correct what do you get direction of the show now with the newcomers uh, no Rick, no Meg, and the girl Negan is he's
back.
out.
And these whispers are freaking done.
And
And
he looked
he's
for,
out.
you know who.
I'm sorry. Unless he joins the whispers, or unless his whispers. If, unless he joins the whispers, whispers. Ulysses whispers happen to be.
I was
Gonna help them
because
against whispers.
well, he said home sweet home, so he's back at the because
Against whispers.
well, he said home sweet home, so he's back at the so what if you that would be the possible for this
I'll be honest. I also think Negan has grown a liking to his captors. It seems like he has like some sort of relationship with me to talk
What is
to them.
that Patty Hearst thing? The Patty Hearst thing?
Yeah, the kidnapper syndrome or the
Something like that.
yeah.
Stop.
I'm still smarter than you are. Um, just trying to let Judith lead the
well, if anybody is Judith,
vegan onto his side. I think he's grown relationships with a lot of these with them, and he's grown a fond liking of them, and I think these whispers getting violent towards the Alexandrians.
Body and Negan picking crops from hanging.
They, they just may have an enemy and go ahead and fight that common enemy. I don't know what's after that.
So right back unique
Possible, right?
Hanging out. Remember when they
It's possible, right?
On his face.
smile
With a smile on his
Watching this show. Watch this show. It's we're not watching it for anymore. I think the show. Thanks for doing that. Not really not you. I'm mad at all of you who are saying this and stop watching the show. Watch the show. It's still
He's
dang.
you said that today.
old record is being brought to you by
Coffee roasters.
Uh, uh,
Punto
Guinness Book of World Records.
Your,
Go ahead.
your order will be shipped within 24 hours of being roasted.
Go ahead.
Your order will be shipped within 24 hours of being roasted.
right?
Mhm.
Guinness Book of World Records.
Your,
Go ahead.
your order will be shipped within 24 hours of being roasted, and then to or
Made with real pig, right?
Mhm. It was
No.
real pig
No.
and Jack the
No.
Cupcake. Oh man, it's not even any alcohol in a drunken pig, and it's still drunk.
So a bit. Uh, uh, what do you guys think of the Riggleman hire? I mean, just uh, so we talked about Cano, we talked about Grom a little bit. Guys think higher. I mean, not often do we tires uh but I mean not often do we talk about his career.
I don't think I don't think it's an issue. I like I like the hiring. He knows the East. He's managed it before. He knows the players. He knows the certain guy that's a free agent right now. He may come in helpful in him, like I said, that's a conspiracy theory right there. That's a young rookie manager. This guy knows the game. He he's been in the game so long. He still knows the game. He he's been in the game so long. He can give Callaway some. It's a good sign. May help us with the right guy. Be that feel at the end of this year. And even uh, an outfield with hair flipper, you put in Lagar.
Terry Collins was a good Mets manager.
Terry Collins for the team at the time. He was the right guy. You?
Yeah.
I agree. But prior to coming to us, he had an immense why maybe he changed, right? He had a lot more at a detriment to the club than, somebody up top would jump in. But Riggleman is kind of I view him as kind of in that category, like Colin's kind of well experience and knowledge. He's been around the block. He's he's getting towards the twilight of his career a lot, and he can set on to
Oh, that is up. They have a
his bad and good times. Callaway. Now,
don't don't forget though that if Callaway messes up, they have a manager.
uh, you want to have a backup plan, uh, giving us the ability to quickly pull the plug. But
That never happens.
Yeah, I mean, be a plan B. Have a backup plan. There's always there's
That came up.
biggest criticism when he's coming out to the team was he does,
I
That I met before.
Collins'
The guys
biggest
came up.
biggest
thought he handled the young guys.
yeah,
Young guys.
yeah, but in my nitpicking, probably did an amazing job. Y- y- In my nitpicking, kicking. Probably. He did a good job with the
He did a good job for the Mets. Thought.
with the lack of talent. He took us to the World Series. Probably we lost. We gave him for so many years. For so many years.
That's for with the Oakland.
Like 3.6. So
Yeah.
he had I saw a little bit of it. He wasn't bad.
Every